you got over the prejudice about 5,000, did you get cocky? Did you find you were pushing it further than it should have, or did you compensate with lights?
No, no, there was never a situation where I thought I was really pushing it at all. Even when we went to minimal light, we had some, I was trying to get the background to work at night. No, I mean, yeah, no, it behaved incredibly well right through the whole shoot.
Did you get any footage or screen grabs to show?
Any which?
Footage of screen grabs from Maldi's wedding?
No. Yeah, at this, it'd be very politically wrong for me to do that at this stage. They're trying to keep it all very quiet. It's a very interesting film, a wonderful film about everyone in it is Muslim. A whole group down in Melbourne. They were all cast as actors, but and it's just about if you've seen They're a Weird Mob. Do you remember that? Well, it's a bit like they're a weird mob, but they're Muslims. And I couldn't have worked with a more energetic, cooperative group who were just really fantastic. And of course, it was personally a great education for me, because I've never been involved with a community of that faith. It just, you know, by accident of geography, and it was just really amazing to see how much the church was far more a community centre than a place of worship, and that was a big eye-opener to me.
What about lenses?
Lenses? Yeah, we used them. We used Primos, Panasonic VariCams, and this is an interesting world we're into now. And once again, manufacturers probably don't want to hear this, but all computers now all lenses are designed by computers, and they all seem to be using almost the same equations. Because lenses now, I find, all brilliant. I mean, with the more recent ones, the ones that have been designed by computers, are fantastic. And once again, brands are almost interchangeable. The quality is so fantastic right through all the name brands. You know, in the olden days, when I first started, the brands had quite different peculiarities, because they were the development of some particular man with a particular bent trying to get a particular quality into a lens, right? The last 25 years, it's progressively, the computer has just come in and said, this is the best lens you can make with the gear you've got, and make it. And they're all getting, the lenses are just getting better and better and better and better.
You missed the peculiarity?
Pardon?
You missed the peculiarity?
No. Because you can most times with a good timer get some of that back, and the peculiarity, I mean, the worst peculiarity was lack of resolution. Yeah, and you can always lose resolution once again in timing if you want to in this day and age, but it's always best to start off with start high. You can go low. You can't. It's hard to climb. Yeah. At 5,000 ASA, it's very, very close to what you would call normal room lighting, and that has two effects. One is the actors don't feel so much that they're in a bright, overlit, unreal situation, and their pupils, their eyes, look far more realistic than when you're hitting them with, you know, arcs at 6 feet. Any, yeah, sorry, ladies first.
Sorry,
Oh, I can't do that anymore. I've got to talk to you.
is there sort of like a release date or any?
It's being premiered at the Adelaide Film Festival because they were investors in it in October, I think, or August or October. Yeah, August. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Have you found that the technology has allowed you to tell the director's story more efficiently?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the speed with which you can work, you know, is if you have to. I mean, this, right there. If I'm doing a film that, you know, is in the 30-40 million, you know, you would still use the same time-honoured processes because that probably achieves the ultimate. But as the budgets come down, the more time, like something on Ali's wedding, the more time I can give to the director in a day, the better the film's going to be. And that's a rule I've, even on the big budget things, the more time I can feed towards the director and the performance, that's really what it's all about, the film's going to be better. And of course, the 5,000 is quicker. It's quicker to bring in all that low lighting stuff and rearrange it and set it up than the old system.
Do you think you've over the past 10 years in the digital world, you've seen that you've been able to give the director more time?
At 800 ASA, as opposed to 500 ASA, which is where we left film, wasn't it? We had 800, it was a bit grainy. But at 500 ASA, as marginal, you know, less than half a stop. So there wasn't much change with that transition. The thing, of course, that we have got now is sleep. When you go back to the film days, you did your 12-hour day, and then you spent about 2, sometimes 3 hours, 2 to get to dailies and see them, and an hour discussion after that. There's no more dailies anymore. It's all gone. You know, you see it on the set, finish, walk away, utterly see it again at timing. It's reduced the workload on everyone, amazingly, in that regard. Yes.
Would you say that if you had the budget for the next film where you could have your speed set at whatever you need and the lighting budget that you need, would you then still approach interiors at 800 as well?
No, I'd probably, it would be horses for courses, but it would probably be, I would go for the 5,000, mainly because of this really naturalistic feel you get on set. It really is. It's quite interesting, you know, that you can just bring that whole thing down to a, you know, the people feel there and I think that's important. I don't think it's a major issue, but it's an important one. You know, no, there's no point in, you know, as when they, I mean, I can remember when I first came into the business, I think 100 ASA was colour, and you know, that's as that thing, we still maintained the same sort of lighting level, but we got faster as the film got faster.
One over here, no?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just, okay, your opening statement was that, like, VariCam is currently your camera.
Yeah. Okay.
So, just to get it clear in my own mind, you've got a great script, multiple locations, interior, exterior, day, night, and you've got a Red, an Alexa, and a VariCam 35 sitting in front of you.
Yep.
You're going to grab the VariCam based on my understanding of what you've said.
Yep.
Quick bullet point: is it primarily the 5000 ASA, or are there other things that say that's why I'm taking the VariCam?
I'm trying to be politic, but I can't. Yeah, I regard the three of them equal, not equal. In actual fact, if they were all still at 800, I'd probably have moved from my judgment on Red towards the Alexa, right? But that was the impression I got. But that would be a whole new series of tests, because I wasn't testing that. It was just something that was cropping up. Occasionally we'd say, oh yeah, you know, okay, yeah. We just saw little things that impressed us with the Alexa, and probably more than we saw impressed us with the Red. But yeah, no, the 5000 it's the whole switch. It's the switch. It's the switch.
Would that 5000 be sort of like a clearer than if we go in between, let's say 2500 or 3200?
I've been in too many explosions. Would somebody translate?
He wants to know if gaining up from 800 to get to 3200 is going to be cleaner than shooting at your native 5000.
Oh, never. Never. It's. I mean, it's like anything. Any of these cameras, all of them, if you wind them up, stop by stop, to 32, they're crap. They are real. You know, it's grainy crap. And as I said, you certainly couldn't use it as a normal scene in a movie. Not any of them, in my opinion. It's just this one clicks at the new natural, what they call natural 5000, and it works. I mean, I'm not, you know, as I keep saying, if somebody, a new company comes out tomorrow with something that, you know, got 8000, I'll have a look at that in the next movie. And if it's better, or, you know, still the result's better than this camera, going to take it out. I mean, that's the way it is. It's. I would love to shoot a film raw with this thing. Of course, what we've through Sasha have got involved with the projection side, and man, is that a mess at the moment. When you come to start to discuss 2K and 4K in the cinemas, because we're all being duped in a great way, apparently. Sasha, can you explain that in a very quick?
Well, we're just looking at 4K and 2K raw and non-raw. We looked at the difference with Panavision and with Deluxe, looking at raw and non-raw with the VariCam and the Alexa, which was very interesting. This was all shot on the codec, the AVC codec 444.
Yep.
So the question was whether raw, what would raw give us? The raw with the VariCam really punched out as something quite special, but we're talking, there's a lot of confusion with 2K and 4K. We looked at stuff and we were expecting to see this wow factor of 4K above 2K. We couldn't pick it. I couldn't pick it with my face against the screen, but it's sort of, I think a lot of people would run out of the cinema saying, well, that's it, there's no point in 4K, but I think it's asked more questions than it's answered. Yeah. And
we never got to the bottom of that, why 2K and 4K didn't, in the cinemas, looked very, very similar.
Yeah. Don, got a question over here.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, first of all, you wouldn't be forced to do it because you could switch back to your 800, right? I mean, so that would be my first answer. But if you had to do it, it's all proportional. You just got to move, keep stepping down. You know, it'll work. Oh yeah, I mean the 14 stops, the range is still there, and if you're dealing with that same range, or you're just dealing it a little bit down the line, a lot down the line. Yes, sir.
You started your career out as a documentary shooter.
Yep.
How do you think that LT version of the camera would lend itself to documentary shooting? Or do you think it more sits in the drama kind of zone?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was a documentary shooter that long ago that they were some of the greatest years of my life, I must admit. Probably had more fun then than at a personal level, but no, I'm not qualified to answer that question.
Can I try and answer?
Yeah, yeah.
We're doing one of my projects. We're doing a documentary with Mardi Gras, and we had 3 of the cameras. We had 1 LT and 2 35s at Mardi Gras on last Saturday, and it's a real wrestle with the 35s, but the LT it's manageable, and we're looking at and it looks fantastic, as you can imagine, with the color space of the Panasonic sensor and the 5000 ISO, and the camera's built for that. So it was, like I said, the 35s, it's hard work, but the LT it's manageable. And it looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and at 30 grand it's a snap. Yes.
Don, would you feel comfortable shooting a whole picture at 5000 ISO, just throwing NDs in it?
If they paid me double, no. There would be no logic to it. I mean, there'd be no, you know, whenever 800 gave me 284, which is sort of my working stop, if you want to think, I'd use it, you know. But within that situation, as I keep saying, I would take some angles within that sequence. I would shoot at 5000 for depth generally in that situation, not lighting. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I hope I got an answer.
Compare it to Canon C300 Mark II low light.
Have you been able to compare the VariCam to the C300 Mark II, which is...
No, I haven't. No, that hasn't come up yet. You know, terrible thing to say, but at a professional level, to be honest, at a professional level, if I hadn't had the standing I've got as a cinematographer, I would have got resistance, I know, of using a camera away from the Arri Red thing, you know, because they're not familiar with it. So I'm sure there's a lot of unsung heroes out there, but at the moment, feature films seem to be within the family of the 3 or 4 manufacturers, and yeah, and of course, if you see how many of the Academy films were shot on film this year, still. How many? No, there were about 12. We're talking about all the different awards, right? You know, acting, special effects or something, whatever. Not that, but yeah, within all categories, there are about 12 films still shot on film in the Academy Awards this year. I honestly don't know why, but I don't have to. Good. Okay.
So, thank you, Don.
Sit down, get out of the way.
So big thank you to Dr. Don McAlpine. And Rob, I believe, has a few more words.
Don, thank you for that. It was. I had the privilege of spending 3 days on set with Don, and to see the man work at the pace he did, it was absolutely extraordinary. Just the energy was, and the respect he commanded on set was absolutely brilliant. So, Don, thank you for the insight tonight, and thank you for being a part of the VariCam journey.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation. A big thank you to both Rob Meyer from Melbourne, Matt Alexander from Sydney, and Don McAlpine from McMaster's Beach.